Vivo has come out with a new compact flagship, the Vivo X200 FE. So how good is this phone, and could it be a solid competitor for the likes of Samsung and Google? I'm Will for GSM Arena, and let's find out in our Vivo X200 FE review. The Vivo X200 FE is a new addition to Vivo's high-end lineup. The name makes you recall Samsung's trimmed-down Galaxy FE or Fan Edition, but this phone doesn't pull any punches. It has a powerful main cam, selfie camera, and telephoto zoom, but the ultrawide is mid-range level, at 8 megapixels. Besides that though, you get a bunch of high-end features and a huge battery, all packed in a relatively compact form factor. The design of the X200 FE is quite straightforward. The glass back is flat and pretty much free of distractions. The frame is made of aluminum, and the finish is frosted, like it is on the backside. And while the phone is small, it's not terribly light, weighing it at 186 grams. The ingress protection here is top-notch. The phone is rated at IP68/IP69 against dust, water submersion, and heated water jets. Vivo also claims extra durability against extreme temperatures and pressures and accidental drops. The display is a 6.31-inch LTPO OLED panel with a high resolution, a 120Hz refresh rate, and shield glass protection. Overall, this panel looks great. It's plenty sharp, and it also brings support for 10-bit color depth and HDR10+ video playback. It's super bright too. We measured over 600 nits of maximum brightness when setting it manually, and this could boost to over 1750 nits in auto mode for comfortable use outdoors. And being an LTPO panel, its adaptive refresh rate can dial down extra low. It can go from a smooth 120Hz all the way to 1 Hz when idling to save energy. For audio, there's a pair of stereo speakers. They earned a good mark on our loudness test, and you get well-presented highs, okay vocals, and some bass. You can check it out for yourself with the provided link. The Vivo X200 FE has an optical under-display fingerprint reader. The placement is rather low, but the reader works well, without any issues. The phone also has an IR blaster embedded on its backside, which means you can use it to remotely control other appliances. And an interesting feature is the phone's ability to copy and emulate a physical access card, like for doors, as long as that card is based on NFC technology. The Vivo X200 FE comes with 256 or 512 gigs of storage, not expandable through microSD card. And the interface of the phone is Vivo's FunTouch OS 15 on top of Android 15. It isn't much different from previous iterations in look or feel. The app drawer is worth mentioning here because that's where FunTouch keeps its selection of widgets. And you also have a bunch of in-depth gaming settings, which you can access on the fly through an overlay in-game. Of course, there are AI-based features here as well. The phone can also do live translation of phone calls and make summaries out of audio recordings. Also, there's AI-powered functionality in the gallery editor, which allows you to remove unwanted objects or reflections from your photos. And for support, the Vivo X200 FE is promised 4 major OS updates and 5 years of security patches. The chipset of the phone is a MediaTek Dimensity 9300 Plus. It's a flagship-grade chip with plenty of power, but not as much as the leading Snapdragon chip. As such, in benchmarks, the X200 FE is no chart topper. Its scores are good, but they're more along the lines of what you'd see from last year's flagships. The sustained performance is about what you'd expect from a high-powered flagship. We saw plenty of thermal throttling during our prolonged stress test, and the phone became quite hot while testing. In most markets, the X200 FE is equipped with a 6500 mAh battery, impressive for a compact device. With it, the phone scored well across all of our individual battery tests, and earned a great overall active use score of 15 hours and 16 minutes. The X200 FE supports 90-watt charging, and in certain markets even comes with a proper adapter in the box. With this adapter, we were able to charge the phone from 0 to 48% in half an hour, and a full charge took 58 minutes. A decent speed, but nothing blazing fast. There is no support for wireless charging here either, which you do get on many flagships. And now we have the cameras. The setup includes a 50-megapixel main camera and 3x telephoto zoom, and an 8-megapixel ultrawide cam with fixed focus. During the day, the main camera captures excellent photos. They have plenty of detail, very nicely rendered. Colors are pleasantly saturated, and you get great dynamic range and dependable white balance. Shots of people come out very nice too, whether in photo mode or in portrait mode. We did notice that people shots took a bit of extra time for the HDR processing to happen. Shots taken using 2x digital zoom came out good, with just a little bit of a drop in sharpness compared to the one-time shots. In the dark, the main camera captures superb images. Exposures are excellent, tonal extremes are well developed, and colors are on point. Detail is great too, with plenty of definition, and sharpening kept nicely in check. And now the telephoto cam. Its 3x zoom shots are sharp, with well-defined detail. Dynamic range and colors are also easy to like. The telephoto cam is also great for taking pictures of people. The focal length allows for a more comfy subject distance and a good-looking perspective. However, there's no support for close focusing or macro shooting on this telephoto cam, which you do get on other Vivo camera phones. The telephoto's low-light photos are very good. Dynamic range is excellent, color rendition is great, and detail is solid as well. When compared to the other cameras, the ultra-wide cam is unimpressive. Its shots aren't that sharp, even for an ultra-wide. We're still liking the colors and dynamic range though. While the ultra-wide's results weren't great during the day, they get even sketchier once it gets dark. These photos are pretty soft, and the colors are washed out at times. The exposures and dynamic range remain very good though. And now for selfies. These are excellent, with lots of detail and a wide field of view. And the autofocus means your photos come out consistently sharp. Colors are a little muted for our liking though. The X200 FE can record videos in up to 4K at 60 FPS with the main, telephoto, and selfie cameras. The ultra-wide is capped at 1080p. The video quality overall isn't exactly class-leading. Clips from the main cam have good dynamic range and colors, but the detail rendition is quite heavy on sharpening. The results are very similar from the telephoto cam, with the extra sharpening lending an artificial look. And the ultra-wide cam's lower-res 1080p videos are just okay. There's always-on electronic video stabilization in all resolutions and frame rates. It does a great job of smoothing things out. And in the dark, the main camera does a decent job when capturing video. So that's the Vivo X200 FE. You get a durable build, a big battery, and excellent selfies. And with the phone's compact size, it fits easily into your pocket. It's not perfect in flagship terms. The ultra-wide camera is pretty basic, and there's no wireless charging. And while the chipset is powerful, it's not chart-topping. Besides that though, the Vivo X200 FE is quite solid, and if you're looking for a compact size, high-end phone, it's worth considering. Thanks for watching guys. If you're looking for alternatives, you can check out our reviews of the Xiaomi 15 and the Samsung Galaxy S25. Let us know what you think, and I'll see you on the next one.